I hope everyone is having a good day today because it's the best day to start and make our life spectacular. Wonderful morning from the home of the Winnipeg Jets. This is Len from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hi, that's correct. So, I hope that you guys have learned something from our past 5 episodes about our lives and how we, how we come to meet together and collaborate for this project. Today, we're going to talk about the venture and how we actually got into this kind of business. Good morning. This is Paula from Friendly Manitoba.
Exactly. And we will talk about that we do not know before from the past. It's all about the e-commerce, digital marketing, or digital entrepreneurship. Check that out and it will be revealed. So this is RC from beautiful British Columbia here in Canada.
So it has already evolved since land before time. Kidding aside. But what I really mean is it has been there since these powerful social media platforms and even popular search engines nowadays came. So to break the mystery of it and the curiosity of many, we will define digital entrepreneurship today at our talk show. Good evening. This is Jel from the land of the camels and spectacular architectural buildings in United Arab Emirates. And this is the Digipreneur Life.
Okay, so let's not wait any further. Today we're going to talk about what really is digital entrepreneurship, meaning what do we do before Amazon, before Google and all those search engines that's not easily available in the past. But then before the 90s and years before that, how do we buy and sell stuff?
I will share an example about, my mom, how she used to sell Natasha and Avon bras and lingeries, panties, using only brochures and some stuff like that. She always, actually, it's still there. Whenever I'm coming home for Philippines for vacation, she used to give me those brochures again. But this time, she's not the one selling. It is, she's just helping her friend who used to have that kind of business still, even on this year, selling bras and panties on, using only brochures. That's all. The usual teenager, whenever there's a sale, you have to use your feet to walk on there. No delivery yet on a specific kind of dress that you like to buy. You have to go there in the mall and check that out. So you usually use your feet most of the time. It's not, but what if you're lazy to go outside the mall? Then you might miss the sales, something like that. So it's really all manual.
Talking about the malls and in the Philippines, there's not many. When we were younger, there's not many malls, right? But for us, if you're in the middle, if you're in the middle class or even lower than middle class, number one, we go shopping, grocery shopping, in the local palengke. This is the wet and dry market.
Yeah.
Where you buy your vegetables, your meat products, so that you can bring home and cook it at home, right? So that's a regular thing that we do in the Philippines. Nowadays, you can click on that button and then you wait for the delivery guy.
Yeah,
That's
voila, it's there.
1, 2, 3, right? So again, going to the mall for any other retail stuff, like your clothes, your shoes, and everything. That's what we do. What's online shopping? Before we have to go to the mall and then spend half a day or almost the whole day, going around in the shop. Look, it's a good exercise. By the
Come
way,
back home tired.
tired and nothing in your hands.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. But before you go home, you should go or go elsewhere, right? Go to a restaurant or So during the old days, what we normally do whenever we feel hungry is that we go to a restaurant physically, right? Because there
Yes.
are no other options aside from you really going there, driving there, or walk in and then call what do you call this, place your order. If you don't want to eat it in the restaurant, then you have to bring it home. But nowadays, as the evolution of technology or the things are becoming more easier and convenient for everybody. Like, like it's easy for you, just one simple application that you can use. You can simply place an order, right? And
Exactly.
then it'll be delivered right in front of your doorstep. So that's how things are, changing and evolving. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it's very convenient. It's really hard to go outside and then you're gonna order. And then the best thing to do is that you make a call, and there's a lot of application. You can make a call or application, put an order at your fingertips. So
That's it.
what do I remember before this e-commerce came into our life when I was a child? As you can see, I think we both, or four of us. I think I'm the only one grew up in province, so I can still remember the peddlers, the Carabao carrying a lot of stuff,
Oh,
Filipinos.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it sounds amazing, but it's really huge thing that you're gonna see it on the street. The Carabao carrying a lot of Filipino stuff, just like a hammock, a stool, a jar, and kitchen utensils. It's crazy,
True.
but I used to see it. I think 2 to 3 times a month.
I remember something also in our community in Philippines. Way back again in Philippines, there's also they even do their services, like shining the shoes. I remember that time,
Oh,
tall.
yeah.
If
Oh
you
yeah,
remember that,
The guy that
there's
sings.
one guy who's shouting shine shoes very noisily just to get attention of all the neighborhood who
Right.
it
wants
is
to
connected with
clean their
the
shoes.
lighter boy. You know
Yeah.
the lighter boy? Yeah,
The what?
carrying
The
the
tak tak
small.
tak tak mo, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my God.
And nowadays, again, it's just one call away, or one reservation away to get your
Yeah,
services. But before, it was like a bicycle coming there and shouting and shouting.
everything is very convenient right now, from
Yes.
being a hard time to avail everything we need, from buying to selling. But now it's
Exactly.
everything through e-commerce because of the internet. Our life is getting more easier. So
Correct.
Exactly.
as you can see, the evolving is very, very
Very
continuously
fast.
evolving.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly. Oh, wow. Those are good times. You brought me back to my childhood. Really. I love it. I
Exactly
love
that.
it. The Mag-tataho also, right? The guy who
Yahoo!
you say
That's
that
right.
in English.
Always full of effort to everyone who wants to buy, who wants to
But
sell. A
exactly,
lot
but
of effort.
imagine, right? And yeah, a lot of effort, but they made money out of it, right?
Exactly.
In
Exactly.
in a hard way, right? But
That's why.
just like what we've mentioned, it evolved because of what? The internet, the
Yeah.
social media platforms, right? It made it easier for us. But do you think that also taught us how to be lazy in a
Oh
way?
yeah, definitely.
Yes, I agree that.
I can tell, I can say that for myself. Okay, I'm not answering
Denying?
saying for myself because I gained a lot of weight because of KFC and McDonald's delivery.
Yeah.
Hi KFC, hi McDonald's. Baka naman.
Keep the dishes.
Skip the dishes, Uber
Yeah.
Eats, baka naman din.
Everything as a fingertips.
Remember one thing, by the way, if you need to
Mm.
go someplace else, in the Philippines, we have to hail a tricycle or
Mm.
a jeepney or
Yes.
what else?
Oh yeah, right
A
now,
bike. What's that?
pedicab,
The
the
pedicab.
pedicab.
Yeah.
God.
You have to hail that and yell at the guy and to take you somewhere, right?
But right
Nowadays,
now,
oh my God, it's so easy. You
Uber.
stay indoors,
Grab in the
yeah,
Philippines,
you
right?
go into your
Uber,
app and then voila, the driver's right outside waiting for you. So easy.
correct.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
So
But
Everything is easy.
yeah, everything is becoming, at our convenience, easy. But I don't know, regardless of those, we still feel exhausted, right? We still feel lazy at times, and I don't know why. Anyway,
So we asked Google about this, and from the website learningdigitalentrpreneurship.com, digital entrepreneurship is defined as a term that describes how entrepreneurship will change as business and society continue to be transformed by digital technology. Digital entrepreneurship highlights changes in entrepreneurial practice, theory and education.
Well, knowing the traditional way of a business, it is quite an effort. But digital entrepreneurship seems to be system automated. All you have to do is to turn on your PC and sit on a coffee shop monitoring your business. It doesn't matter if it's small or big.
I agree on that, but don't you know that in the early 70s, digital entrepreneurship already existed? Well, I guess people are still busy walking and strolling in shopping malls at that time, and just few people are using the system. One of them, the CompuServe, which is founded on the 60s, then it suddenly followed by the online shopping electronic system invented by Michael Aldrich in 1979. I never heard of it, but yeah, it existed in the world's history.
Oh,
1979. Oh my God, we're not even born.
I know.
Yes.
Look at
And
that.
they use it. Imagine the product that they use this computer. They use it in somehow on an online shopping electronic system. Like I think it's a computer.
Right.
Yeah, old computer or secondhand computer. So that's how they sell those secondhand computer items
Computers. Yeah.
via online electronic system.
So it existed, but not everybody
Never heard. And I think that
knew about
time
it.
just only few people are
imagine
using
it's not
computer.
gonna be as easy as the way we do our online shopping today. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little more complicated than how today's online shopping is.
of course, for us, babies of the 80s, the boom of the world's first e-commerce company launched in 1982, the Boston Computer Exchange. It was built as an online market for the people who would want to exchange their used computer set. Then the 90s came. This is the time that we would have already the idea of the name of these digital innovations, such as the Netscape Navigator. Did you hear about that?
I think so.
I think,
Yeah.
I don't recall much of it, but I think I've seen.
Yeah.
It's like Netflix logo, is it? Right?
Yeah, something like that.
So I believe that this was the first Google that time. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Remember our first purchase of the desktop, the one that has, so this how you say this Boston Computer Exchange. See, this is the one that I'm talking about last on the last discussion that we had, that they exchange their computer, secondhand computer via online. Yes, so
Yeah.
it really
I think
involves in
because
US.
at the time the computers are very expensive. Could be very
Yes.
expensive in our country. Not many people are able to actually
Afford or
have a computer within their homes. Mostly
Mhm.
if there are companies in the Philippines who owns these computers, that would be the big ones. I can
probably business owners, maybe, right? But I still remember during the days. Do you guys remember? I don't know if it, the floppy disk, the thin one that is like
Yeah.
the big black ones, right?
Yeah.
And then it evolved to the disk itself until it became a CD-ROM, and then now
USB.
what? USB, right? So
Sure.
amazing.
By the way, before the
Or
USB,
Google Drive. Just
I
into the cloud.
remember that time what do you call this one? The encyclopedia, the ABC.
Oh yeah,
From big book, and then you can have only the
before.
USB.
That's true.
We
correct.
even have our first library at home because of too many encyclopedias. So some
Exactly.
encyclopedia guys selling the encyclopedia. That
Yeah.
see,
It's
that's the
quite
part of my.
expensive that
They're
time,
doing
right?
home by home. Yeah, it's really expensive.
Oh, that's
Talking
another
about selling.
selling.
Yeah, talking
Yeah.
about traditional selling.
Selling
That
too. That's
encyclopedia
door-to-door
guys.
selling.
Yeah, yeah,
Door-to-door selling of encyclopedia.
yeah.
So talk about books. Then here it is, the Amazon. It was launched for book selling, by the way, in 1995. Can you believe that? When I wasn't even born that time yet. I'm kidding. Shout out to the book lovers like myself. If you don't know me yet, I love the Harry Potter series. I love what's the name of that guy? I forgot his name. Mitch
The author?
Albom.
Yeah.
I love Mitch Albom books, and I love Sidney Sheldon because Sidney Sheldon has novels who has female as leads as heroines.
Yes.
So I love that. That's why I love it. I'm a feminist. However, the first online book selling was the books fax unlimited, but they were using dial-up connection in 1994, and they
Dial.
turned
I
it into
remember dial-up.
in books.com domain. I'm sorry, you're saying something, Archie?
Dial-up. I can still remember the dial-up.
I
Yeah.
know.
The old
Tick,
time.
tick,
Yeah,
tick,
the
tick, tick,
freaking
tick.
noise.
Yeah, and then that time, I just remember that the phone you cannot use
Yeah.
it. Now
Because
you
you're
can
using the
wave.
internet.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Because
don't you don't lift up the handset because otherwise it will interrupt the internet connection.
somebody gonna shout.
And before we used to buy the prepaid card to use the dial-up connection, and if you
Yes,
run
yes.
out of it, then
That
you
creaking
lose
noises keep
internet.
on going.
No.
Yeah,
Or
that's
computer
so.
shops, right? Remember, RC,
Yeah.
you've mentioned about you
Yep.
have a computer shop before, right? So that's why computer shops in our country before became popular because of that.
Exactly.
everyone,
Nice
again,
to
Good service.
not
Yeah.
everyone can afford a computer in their houses. So
So that's
people,
why this computer shop, one-stop shop for those people who cannot avail for their computer at home.
Yeah.
So that's why if there's a computer shop, there's a lot of services that they can offer.
Going back to this Amazon that Paula has said now, I heard Amazon when I was watching Sex and the City series. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. You're familiar with that Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw?
everyone
Yeah,
familiar with that.
they keep on saying Amazon whenever because Carrie is an author as well on that book, and whenever they go to the library and they there's a scene there talking about books, they usually advertise Amazon because
Mhm.
of the book selling and something like that. But now you can see now the books are going online as well. Way for me, if I'm gonna choose something, I would definitely love the
E-books or
smell of the book. I
yeah,
Oh,
really love the smell of the new books, even old books as well, because I'm
Yeah.
also a, yeah, book lover of like Paula. Because
yeah,
in
good
the
for
yeah, in Philippines, no, in our school we have libraries and we have this library card and we are entitled to borrow at least
Borrow.
minimum or maximum 5 books. And I love the smell even though the books is old. I like it.
older is
good for you.
the
You
better
love
the
the
smell is.
smell of the old book because of the paper. But me, I never finish even a single book. I just love the smell, but I hate reading.
I wonder how school nowadays deal with digital books if they have on their curriculum or their modules. Because, definitely for me, I was trained writing book reports using, library books or something like that. We
Oh,
are free to choose,
friend of
no?
mine, yeah, a
Yeah.
friend of mine who has kids here in Canada. What I think they have an app. It's
Mm.
called Seesaw.
Seesaw. Yeah.
Yeah, like, Ate would know better than
Right.
me because she works with.
So it's an app.
So,
It's a great platform because it's a communication between you and the teacher and as well as the kids what they do especially now that my youngest daughter is homeschooling because of pandemic, right? So
Mm.
the teacher will just upload the learning materials in that app, and then my daughter will grab it, do her homework, and then upload it,
Yeah.
back from there. So if the teacher wanted to communicate to me as well, they
Mm.
do that. Not only that, Google Meets, right? That's Google
Google Meet.
Classroom. Those are some of the that my kids uses nowadays.
There's Google Classroom also.
Right?
There's Google Classroom. Yes, there is.
Microsoft Teams.
Evolved to like
Microsoft Teams, exactly.
every single thing that people need. Google has it.
Exactly.
Google.
I remember also my boss here. He applied. He actually got a course in a certain university in UK, I believe. So it's digital. It's also online, and they have this also digital library that can only be
Mhm.
accessed by those students who paid,
Yeah.
of course, for the tuition fee. So it's part of their curriculum. It's part of their the money that they have paid for the enrollment, something like that. So it's not only mga books, my friend. Digital online entrepreneurship is really evolving and multiplying that they made e-commerce tool as well for transferring money like PayPal. Actually, I just got notice PayPal on my emails most of the time, and some of my friends are telling me, yeah, just you have to wait for PayPal or you have PayPal account, something like that, which really I don't have an idea. Right now I haven't used any PayPal something. I don't know how to use it. but maybe
With
soon I will
through email.
through emails, right? So that's
Yeah.
why. So that was in 1998, and then after 2 years, it became Elon's mass online banking company, and it was said to be popular nowadays. Now, moving on in year 2000, where the rise of the shoppers increased, Alibaba.com came to the scene, and a lot of choices online came. So I don't know. For the shopaholics, they become, they bombarded already the online during the when 2000 came, no?
It's not just Alibaba and all of those. Amazon and what else? eBay.
eBay.
There's
eBay, yeah.
eBay,
eBay.
and then
eBay is one of the
also,
first to do the online shopping, and then
yes.
I think bidding is one of the things that eBay. I don't know if they're still doing it now. That you bid for the item before you're able to get it. So
That,
Bidding.
that's
Yeah.
directly buying.
Yeah.
yeah. That's, I think they still that's still how you buy
First,
something from yeah, purchase from
No,
eBay.
I think 2000 is the rise also, not only the shopaholics but also the add to carts people.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Always
at,
add to carts, and then later on when you are,
rebid.
yeah, exactly.
At
And
least now
even
it's very convenient using those applications that instead of
exactly.
going to the physical store, you're
Right.
walking the whole day and then you save time. And
Mm,
at least your legs are not stressed walking for the whole day.
That right. And looking at that, right? Not realizing that probably we were prepared to learn these things, and then pandemic came. So
mm,
now people are used to doing add to cart, right? Or
yes.
placing an order, that kind of thing. So
Mm,
imagine everything really fell, or fall into its proper places, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
and from that year, the biggest names in terms of digital entrepreneurship came like Google, Facebook, Apple Pay, Shopify, and even these platforms follow the new normal setup nowadays. I remember, like, right now, what me and my family use a lot is Amazon, right? So it's really like, even your laundry soap, you can even buy it from there. And
Mm,
I just realized lately that, like, because of these application, um you'll see a lot of advertisement on Google and Facebook that will make you think and realize exactly, you know what I mean. This is another route that I can use. So just because of me browsing Facebook a lot, I then realized that Walmart now is
mm.
given the option for me to do online shopping. That if I'm too lazy to go to the grocery store and all that. So yeah.
The sale of all sales are there on the all online shopping applications. The sales of all sales. I just remember there's one application. I just forgot the freaking name, because they are selling 1 dirham items. I don't know if you know that, Tol.
Where?
One here in Dubai, I think 1 dirham.
One
Walk.
dirham
A
per
walk.
item.
A walk.com. Yeah, 1 dirham
I'll
item
walk
is
How
that.
like,
much is 1 dirham to pesos?
it's like 13 or 12
So it's
It's
pesos.
cheap. So
Yes.
items are being sold 1 dirham, anything? Oh, it's
Yes.
just like the dollar store here.
Yes, that's why. So what happened is one of my workmates, yeah, she got crazy. And then suddenly she doesn't have any money, but when she saw all the sales in walk.com, she sell a lot of items, big items like cleaning items. It went only up to 50 dirhams. And then what she did, she asked me for money. I will just return to you on salary day. So I told her, what was that? And then she showed to me this app, and then she told me,
So she's selling.
yeah, it was even
you
selling
sell
only
the
for
stuff
one
that she
dirhams.
got.
So who would have thought? I mean, you will never go and guess. And when we saw the products, they're all perfect. They're not like, bogus or something. It's really
Really?
perfect. I
Wow.
cannot believe it's 1 dirham for I think for a sweep. What? How do you call the wales? Broom.
The broom.
She even bought that, and I thought she told me it's only like
So she's buying there and she's selling it. Is that what she does? Or
I'm not
no?
sure if she. I think mostly on her own household use. Salary day.
Shopaholic because of the dollar. Because
Yeah,
of
because yeah,
because of the
it's the
price.
sales of all sales when it comes to online shopping, no. I mean, you will not go
Walk,
ballistic over
walk
the
that.
mall, but you will go ballistic
Yeah.
online. Really, it
Online.
will really make you crazy.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
why.
I don't know. I don't know, Paula, if you've seen. Is it? How do you say it? Sheen? Shane?
Oh,
SHEIN.com.
I've seen that. Too
Yeah.
many ads going on.
Correct. But I see that a lot on Facebook. The thing is, it's like clothes for men, women, kids, and everything. It's just a clothes shopping uh thing as well, or application, or what have you. That when you look into that, the clothes really look, you know they look gorgeous, they look nice, it feels like it looks good on you, and it
Mm.
makes you feel like you want to buy it, you know what I mean? Like, they're giving a
Yeah.
lot of discounts to 50%. They're
Yeah.
you know
See, the thing with that, with buying clothes online, I have. Don't get me wrong. I have done that with H&M and Old Navy and all of those regular Joe guys, right? But the stuff that I don't really know about, the thing is that you can try and buy one clothing from that site, and then just reality versus expectation kind of
Yeah.
thing, which we can do, by the way. Thing Another idea for another episode.
Exactly.
Expectation versus
Versus the
reality,
reality.
right? With whatever you got. But most times I get lucky. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but let's try and do that one time.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, I have seen there's a note here that says the e-commerce transactions have arrived at 82 billion,
Million
82 billion
dollars.
dollars. Oh my God, that's a lot of money,
Yeah.
or a 77% increase,
Exactly.
77% increase. Um, when all of this, pandemic happened. I don't want I don't want it sound to be pandemic is good for us.
Mhm.
It has affected a lot of people, but I think on the other hand, the silver lining, if you want to call it that, is that there is another way for people to earn money, which is going online. So
Exactly.
most people engage now on digital technology more, or social media users have a lot of time to spend in all social media platforms because, well, we are actually forced to stay home. So now most people are stuck to their phones, their computers, their television, which even so, or the TVs are also connected in the internet and gets all of this advertisements as well,
Yeah.
right?
And
So
see how I can see that how they calculate how big the percentage reach on that kind of
yeah.
stage, this digital entrepreneurship. That's why we can notice that some grocery stores, they even went to sales. They put sales already because most of the online, or they even go online, they even use already digital platforms in order to sell their products, because they are offering now deliveries or something like that via online orders or something
the
like that.
physical stores, you mean, to put
Yes,
markdown on their stuff, just so,
exactly.
especially if the things that they sell are um, food items,
Mm.
that can be what do you call this? That has a lifespan only of a couple days, so they have to sell it before it
Mm.
expires or something like
Yes.
that.
And
It's
I
bad.
remember even fast food change during the lockdown. Most of the entire countries were on lockdown. All this fast food change already, they were closed. They cannot even get out. What they did, they also put burgers for at least for as low as like this one.
It's how amazing, right? Because it didn't stop the businesses, right, to continue. And imagine, that's when the increase happened, right, during this pandemic, right?
Mm.
It only made one thing. It only sent us a message that there is really a huge opportunity.
Okay, so even the not so techy people begin to learn all these digital stuffs. Many attributes have been revealed from every individual who learned from about it. So it's either for education, businesses, or for other transactions. Just to name a few. We began to be creative, digitally inclined, and gain stronger and more improved communication, marketing, entrepreneurship, and interaction skills.
Exactly. When you say that, even the not so techy people, even as I've seen through a lot of people engaged in digital entrepreneurship, those are already senior
Correct.
citizen. I mean, They didn't even know about this popular, popular digital platforms, and then now they're getting to know about it, and then they are go already, digitally
Exactly.
inclined. So that's why it's how it changed lives as well.
Yeah, actually, not everyone like what I said. Not everyone has skills, but they just find out using this technology. They just found out lately that they have a skill that they never know.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. So just to share with you quickly, my mom is not technically inclined, or she's not really a techie person. But my brother just told me that they were surprised one time because I don't know what's that called, the shopping application, the Philippine Shopee, is it whatever? But his shopping app that my brother was surprised because deliveries came. And it was like, who is this for? Right? So my mom learned about it and
Oh
she
my
started
god.
Surprise!
placing on, yes. So imagine, this is really a proof that
Just a simple
this is
technology, but then
exactly, we're
she
now in
found
this
out.
age. Yeah,
Mm.
that's how the influence of of technology is making to a lot of people, regardless of the age.
Yeah, I guess
Everything.
communication is key. It's really good that the very first things that this online thing has done for people like us who are stuck at home right
Yeah.
now, and then when this pandemic is over, hopefully soon, we are now accustomed
To
to
this practice. Yeah.
to this, yeah, to this new way of living when you don't really need to bother anyone
Yes.
at their own houses if they don't want you to be there. Like if they cannot afford to get you into their houses or it's too far, like RC's in busy, British Columbia is what I
Yeah,
mean. Too
great
far,
connected.
so this is our only option. That we have an option is already a gift to us. That we have another option to be able to communicate with him
Mm.
despite the distance. So I think
So I think that's the time had for today, and what RZ has shared. It led. It will lead us to our next episode, and this will be entitled "Mastering the Digital Skills."
Wow.
So, are you guys excited for that next
oh, very,
episode?
very
Very much
excited.
excited.
Ah,
And I think this is a very informative episode, and I
Mm.
like that we're already getting deeper and deeper and
Deeper.
deeper. And this is again, this is why we started our show. Is we wanted to share our knowledge, and guess what? We're learning too. Okay, so I guess as Ate Len said, that's all the time that we had for this week's episode. I hope you learned as we did, right? As we went through
Of
all of those
course.
things that we've
Yes.
researched, our Dear Gel research. And if you enjoyed today's topic, looking for more, please don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to get notified for new videos.
So let's meet up again next Saturday, 10:15 Central Time, 8:15 Pacific Time, 12:15 midnight Philippine Time, and 8:15 p.m. UAE time. So be an educated and business-minded entrepreneur.
only here at the Action Takers channel, the Digipreneur's Life.
The Digipreneur life.
The Digipreneur Life.
The Digipreneur Life.
Bye.
Bye.